Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So today we are going to get this burner set up for running. Now, as you can see, I've already connected my 3/8 inch flare fitting from my steel braided hose that goes to the actual propane regulator coming from the tank. Now, you want to make sure that you soap bubble this and make sure that you have no leaks on this gas line side, because you are live and it is a fire hazard. So I've got my blower on, and now I'm turning on my gas. And as you can see right now, this burner will not take and support flame outside of a combustion chamber. What I'm hoping to show in this first half of this video is the importance of a flare. Whether you have a flare that is built into the forge itself, or you have a flare that is on the burner itself, it does matter. So as you can see here, I'm going to tilt this little flare tool that I've put on here to check out the burner. I'm going to tilt it and move it around. As you can see, it will not support a flame outside of a combustion chamber. Now, if you follow the instructions, you should support a flame outside the combustion chamber, as the diffuser screen, or the burner in that has the little holes, or the Swiss cheese plate I call it, or whatever you want to call it yourself, is inset in the burner tube by about 1/2 inch. This creates a sufficient enough flare for regenerative burn, which is needed to continue to keep the flame lit and stable. So as you can see here, whenever the flare itself matters what shape you shape it, because as I move this around, you can see the shape of the flame change. Now here I was running too much oxygen. Now I'm running really rich instead. So you can see the fleekers at the end, and it's a pretty low flame. And then as you add oxygen, it does more. Now in this particular case, if you can see the burner, it's the actual flame, the center cones, they're jumping off the burner flare itself. And this is what it looks like without the burner flare. You can see how unstable this flame is. It should have a very nice, pleasing cone shape to it. This right here is the exact look of what a flame looks like when it's running away from your burner and is about to extinguish itself. You can see how clear and nice that burner cone is. You can see how ugly that burner cone is. So here I'm going to go ahead and reduce the amount of air to where it's a very rich gas mixture. And you can tell the difference. With a flare, without a flare. So, you do not have to integrate a flare into your burner design if you do not wish to. I like to integrate the flares myself. That way I do not have to worry about the combustion chamber itself having enough flare for the burner itself. What I was just pointing out there was the blower is fully open, the air gate is fully open. So I'm running this at quite a high pressure right now, which for this burner is about 1 psi. This burner design is designed to run on less than 1 psi on your gas regulator. Hence, I did not actually show a pressure reading from the tank, as it is too low of a pressure for most things to look at. Now here I am adjusting the burner itself, trying to go to a much lower pressure and use a lot less air. to get the same effect. And as you can see, it does not take much to have quite the hot flame coming out of this. I was hoping that the center cone would show up better in this video, but it just didn't. There was a center cone present, it did not show up very well in the video. So sorry about that. But as you can see at this pressure, it can barely support that flame. It is very important to do your testing outside of the forge itself. Here I'm adding a ton of gas to it, and there I'm taking it mostly away. It is always important to do all your testing outside of your forge to see what type of burner you have built whenever you're undertaking a new burner build. You want to make sure that you have a very good running, efficient, hot flame. Otherwise, you can just stuff it into a well-insulated forge and you think that you have an efficient burner, and really it's not efficient at all. In fact, it's eating you out of house and home when it comes to the fuel that it's using to run. So in this next step here, I'm going to show you guys the process here in a second of what's the proper way of turning on and off the forge itself. Right after I make it clear again what the differences are, now that I've got the thing adjusted, what the clear differences are when it comes to having a flare and not having a flare. To shut it off, you always shut your gas off and leave your blower running. This purges any additional fuel out of the burner pipe, and then you close down your air gate. You definitely want to make sure you close this air gate off after running a forge. That way your windings don't get messed up by chimneying effect from the forge. That's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. God bless you. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and we will catch you on the next one.